Hey everyone, so we are at the river and runoff is finally over. Not just over, but the river's actually low again. Look at how much freaking gravel there is. It's so exciting. And we're already on the board with this little chunk of ammonite. And I'm probably gonna keep this for cabbing. And as you can hear, we're here with Montana Rock. I'm so excited, you guys. Been on the river once this summer. It's crazy. Look at this gorgeous little loose baculite. Oh, that is super calcified. Yeah, you're getting polished. For sure. Getting polished on that one. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. This is always a big bummer and exciting to see. This was just a huge ammonite. That's crazy. That thing was massive. I might break this down a little bit and see if there's any reclaimable ammolite in there. Looks like there might be. Yeah, that was the edge of it right there. Dang, that was a big ammonite. Holy crap. There's another nice loose baculite. We may find agates today, but honestly, I'm just so happy to be fossil hunting. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Yeah, we're polishing that one. Ooh, that's a good log. It's not petrified. It's petrified in the other sense. It's not petrified, it's just terrified. Yeah, absolutely, I do that all the time.
You have to take them off to see it. Is it really that beautiful?
I actually hunt way worse when I'm wearing sunglasses.
I know, I do too.
It like breaks up the texture in my eyes and I can't recognize. For fossil hunting, it's fantastic, but
no, but it burns the sun.
Yeah,
my eyeballs.
Yeah, especially when we have a heat index the way we do right now.
Yeah.
Well, chit chat aside, here's this nice little TSA I just found. Oh, it's so good. I love these things so much. They're one of my favorites, probably just because you can't really go hunt for them. You just have to get lucky. Here's a good one. Are you calcified at all? No, but you have all of your ammolite still attached. Oh yeah, you're actually have some really good color. Yeah, I think you get this wet really quick. Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good one. That one's getting prepped. Well, this is exciting. I just moved some of this rock out of the way, and there's a baculite right there. Might be one underneath it, but that's why I'm excited. So we've got 1 section, 2 section, 3 section. I think, yes, that will fit together nicely. So we can fix that. Oh, look at all the crystals in there. Super windy right now, but I promise I'll get a better close-up once we're out of it. Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. That's gonna be really easy to fix too. And this one next to it, you can see that's the end of a baculite, weathered baculite. That's a different baculite here. Another one poking out here. So that's gonna be a good rock. I can already tell that's gonna be a good rock. Let me move these here. Because it looks like there's a little bit more of it right here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll get it clean and take another look. All right, so I've been hammering very carefully, and I think we're about to see something epic. I'm not sure yet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, oh, it's so calcified. That's gonna be amazing. That is a big baculite. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be fragile. I don't think I'm putting that in the bag. That's definitely getting polished though. We actually still have all the nacre on that. Though, oh, it's so calcified though. I don't know. Do I polish it for the ammolite or do I polish it? Oh yeah, look at those sutures are gonna be so nice. Okay, this might be a debate for another day, but that is fantastic. Wow. Okay, wow. So we have 1 baculite, 2 baculite, 3 baculite, 4 baculite, 5 baculite, all just eroding out of the seam right here. I think that might be a partial one right there. Also, oh, there's another one right here. The plural of baculites is baculites. It just sounds so wrong in my brain, so I apologize if I say that incorrectly. I catch myself every now and then. It just sounds weird. But the plural and the singular are the same. All right, now that's a freaking museum piece right there. Look at this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, just wow. I'm gonna try to get some more of this stuff off, but I'd really like to keep them all intact like that. That is amazing. Yeah, I wanna just try to get the face off of this a little bit. I'm gonna be very careful about it, but I would love to prep these all just the way they are. What I'm doing is just very carefully coming in with the tip because that eventually starts a little split because this is what we're trying to do, just like that. I don't wanna hammer on it because there's a very, very, very high risk of breaking those baculites. So we just come in lightly with the tip and try to create little micro fractures, and then we can peel those little fractures away. You do not want to hammer on a piece like this. All of those things would just explode, because you can see there's stress points throughout the whole rock. So if you're to hammer this, there's no way these things are staying intact. Oh,
You see it?
look at that cross section.
You see it coming up.
Oh, that is so cool.
Isn't that crazy?
That one you could probably just lightly hit right here and the whole top would come off.
It's so cool how it gets fossilized
I
like that,
just love them.
right?
I love ammonites. Ammonites are probably my favorite, but baculites, even though they are a species of ammonite, they're a very close second for me. I adore baculites.
It's like ammonite that got run over by a car.
I always describe them as an ammonite that got unrolled.
Okay.
I like the roadkill image of of ammonites. Seriously, check this out. Look at the crystals on the end of this. Oh, it's so cool. So that's one half, and then here's the other half. And I'm not going to clean it out right now because it will actually travel safer if it's packed like that. Oh, it's so freaking, it's got all of its sutures. Okay, this is a good one. This is a really good one. All right, I'm back up to the car for a second because I ran out of water and I need more water. But look at this one that I just found right before we came up here. Beautiful nacre. Really nice sutures hiding in there, but check this out. Look at that calcite. Oh my gosh. That's one where even though it's broken and I could easily repair it, I'm not going to, because then you lose all of these amazing calcite crystals. So we just came up to a new spot and I just got this really good one out. This will never not be satisfying, pulling a raw concretion out of the wall. Like, it's just awesome. You can already see one baculite poking out right here. Another one right here. Baculites. Sorry, I'm already doing it again. I love whole concretions. They're my favorite. And oh my goodness, look at the color on that one. It keeps going, so if I break the other side, we should be able to get it out. Yeah, that's gonna be real nice. Sorry, had to take a break. There was a caravan of boats that just came by and they were playing music, and I don't want to get a copyright strike, so had to just stop for a little while. But I got this one, which I've already showed you. This is that big plate that I was working on. Yeah. Oh my god, look at Chopper. It is so much deeper right there than it looks. He's having so much fun. He literally started growling at Kim when she tried getting back onto footing. He's like, no, I'm swimming right now. But yeah, got this out. Unfortunately, just as I said, there was a big fracture right through the entire thing, and no matter how careful I was, it was just splitting. But those are all really clean breaks, so I'm gonna try to repair it because that is just an amazing specimen with those 4 big baculites. So yeah, we were kind of hoping for a little bit of variety, but it is very much a baculite day, and I am just fine with that. I have not really done hardly any fossil hunting, and I am loving this, every second of it. It's fantastic. Also, just got in the water and it feels phenomenal. Okay, so I just found something, and it is 100% coming back because, oh, come on, behave.
Oh my god.
That is a big old chunk of ammonite.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that color.
Are you kidding me?
That is just crazy.
What?
Yeah, that's got to get polished.
Holy cow, that's beautiful.
I'll have to refill
Look
this.
at that color right there.
That red is so rich. I'll swap to my phone in just a sec, but holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Was it just laying there?
Yep. It was sitting right here.
What the heck?
Oh my gosh.
Where's the other half of
I
it?
know. Where's the rest of it? Oh, that is crazy. So they're here. We just have to get lucky.
I wonder if there was just like a thin layer.
Yeah, because you can tell that this is the outside of the concretion and this is the outside of the concretion. Dang, that was big though.
Yeah, God.
Oh my goodness.
That was a mama ammonite.
Yep.
The
Probably
because the big one.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say they think the females are the large ones, and then the smaller ones like this big are more than likely male. So it's one of those rare fossils that you can actually gender.
I mean, did the moms just like kill the men when they had babies?
I mean, modern octopuses do that, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, like, how does that even? Why would they make the mom 6 feet and the dad like 3 inches?
Because basically his only job is fertilizing eggs. Her job is protecting eggs, raising babies till they're ready to hatch, and then they die right after that.
Okay.
So, but they don't leave their nest until those eggs hatch, and they usually die of exhaustion because of it. So they need that size and resource just to be able to live long enough for the eggs to grow. That, and they literally attach them onto their tentacles so that they can like turn them over and blow fresh water on them and oxygenate them. Like they're tending to their eggs the entire time. They never leave.
Have you ever found fossilized tentacles?
No, they're insanely rare, but there are places in the world you can find like vestiges of tentacles.
Because they're soft tissue. So
yeah, they're very soft tissue. Like in the UK, you can actually find belemnites in the shale that still have the staining from the tentacles, which is insane.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
The thing that shocks me is these are all species of cephalopod. You'd think you'd see beaks because that's such hard chitin. Like you'd think it would fossilize, but I've never heard of a cephalopod fossil beak. But yeah, that's just weird.
Well, let's go find one.
Let's go find one. Yeah. Look at the color on this thing, you guys. This is gonna polish so well. All right, this right here is a phenomenal way to end the day. See that little bit of red poking through. This is gonna be so good to polish. That's solid ammolite. This was a big chunk of ammonite. And here is another chunk. Oh yeah, you can see the color on that one. Yeah, I think we'll keep that just to investigate and see if it's worth polishing. But I think we've both hit our I'm done limit. All right, we're back to the shop. I have everything cleaned off, and I don't think I want to do a whole lot of prepping today, but I am going to polish some of these baculites and repair some, and maybe work on some ammolite. I'm not sure yet. So I guess let's grab some baculites and head over to the flat lab. We're going to start with these three, mainly because I don't want to save the shell on them. We're going to polish them down to the sutures. You know what? I actually changed my mind. We're going to do something else right now as well. So I've got these two. Well, there's like three. But that I need to repair. This one, I am not repairing because it would hide all of those wonderful crystals. So we're just going to ignore it. Leave it alone because I don't want to put it back together. This one does not have crystals. So I want to put it back together. The shell layer is very, 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 very fractured. So I think we're going to polish it down to the sutures because as you can see, it is calcified from one end all the way to the other. So we're going to glue this back together, then we're going to patch it, and we can polish it normally. And when I say we're going to patch it, I mean we're going to fill it with this. This is pulverized calcite. And these things so regularly have veins of calcite throughout them that they don't really stand out very well. Like you can actually repair things fairly easily when they're this calcified because chances are there's going to be other veins of calcite in this, so it won't really stand out the way you would expect. So yeah, let's get this repaired. All right, now these are rough shaped, so we can polish all 6 of them. Alrighty, here are 5 of the 6 that I set out to polish. This one, it just needs to be stabilized, and it's going to be amazing, but I don't have time to do it today. But these ones came out great. You may notice something. Only one is has all the shell removed. It's because there were things that happened with these two that made me not want to get rid of them. Just look at the sutures on this one, though. It's so pretty. This one was weirdly decayed. That's actually nacre right there, so it was kind of broken up. This one's actually kind of the same way, where it had a little crush. So I didn't level it completely just because I didn't want to go through all the sutures, but that is really cool. Very nice. I'm going to try to do this on the camera, but I might swap to my phone just because it kind of does better at capturing ammolite. This thing is absolutely beautiful. The color is so rich. Beautiful polish on it too. You know what? I'm gonna just swap to my phone for these ones. There we go. My phone does a much better job of capturing ammolite. This thing is just stunning. Front and back. Oh, I just love these things so much. Never gets old. We have this one, which, yes, has really nice color. With that little rainbow pocket. Does actually have some really nice rich color in it, but the main reason I kept the shell is this crazy pattern it has. Look at that. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, okay, I don't know if I have the heart to grind through that. I mean, it does have good color, so that's a good
incentive to not grind all the way through it, but I just love that banding. It's just nuts. This one is by far my favorite, though. We got something crazy rare. So one really cool thing about these baculites from that area is they can be pyritized. It's usually not super prevalent, except for this one, which is just solid pyrite, which is just crazy. Yeah, we got something absolutely insane, and I've never even heard of it before. There is pyrite inside the ammolite layer. That's not on the surface. It is literally a pseudomorph. That is insane. That is pyrite ammolite. Look how rich that color is too. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited right now. And then lastly, we have this big old baculite, which is turned out to be way more calcified than I was expecting. I didn't want to go too deep with it because it is very chambered. I actually got through right here. Was gonna fix it, and then I decided not to because you can see this big old, believe that's a clear barite crystal on the inside. Just so pretty. This thing is huge, and it's funny because the you can't really see the suture pattern super clearly. You can kind of see it, but check this out. When you hit it with the black light, that suture pattern is clear as day. Isn't that cool? I just thought that was awesome. But yeah, they're still there. They're just hiding. Of course, though, the coolest part about this baculite is this right here. Look at this crystal pocket. I believe that's a barite inclusion right there, that white one. I believe that's barite. Just beautiful pointy dogtooth calcite. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm very happy with this one. So we got a crazy crystal specimen, a beautiful calcified baculite. The thing is not small either. That's a really good sized baculite. And it just fluoresces like crazy. And I did manage to save a few spots of ammolite because there is actually some pretty good color in there. Just wanted to show this one again up close. I'm gonna polish it at some point, probably not today. Well, definitely not today because it's like 9 p.m. and I want to go home. But I'm definitely polishing it at some point, but I'm definitely not gonna repair it. And this is why. Look at the crystals in that thing. It's the downside to a broken baculite. If we fix this, you will never see those crystals. So I think I'm just gonna, yeah, polish it. That way we can still admire the crystals inside. Look at the size of this baculite. It's bigger than my head. It's just massive. See, these are kind of what I was referring to earlier. Those veins of calcite that they regularly have, so you can patch these ones pretty easily. I don't know if I want to save the shell on this one or go for the sutures, because everything is intact except for this one little patch that's missing its shell, and it is crazy calcified, so I don't know which route I want to go. And then this one, unfortunately, is a case of good news, bad news. This is a huge chunk of ammonite. A big old wedge of ammonite. Bad news. This layer, which is the most important for something like this is the ammolite layer. It is very separated. You can actually see the gap in between the ammolite and the fossil itself. So this is not really workable, unfortunately. Good news is it's looking like it's going to come off in nice whole pieces. And I already took a few off and started prepping it. And it's some really good ammolite. So it may not be able to turn into a specimen, but that is going to turn into some beautiful cabochons. Look how rich that red is. This one, on the other hand, I do think is going to be salvageable. It's just going to be a good amount of work that I don't have time for at the moment. So I am definitely coming back and polishing this at some point because this is very salvageable, I think. Should be able to stabilize that and polish it, no problems. That's a huge chunk of ammolite. And last but not least, speaking of things that are going to be incredible that I don't have time for, is this right here. This, I believe, is going to be going to Derek's museum once I get it prepped. It might. Depends on how good it is once it's done, but I think it's going to be really nice. I have another one that I was thinking about donating, so we'll see which one's better. But this is only part of the coolness, because here's the rest of it. Yeah. Yeah, the break is very clean. So I should be able to repair this and then prep it out very easily. And the craziest thing about this was talking about how gigantic this baculite is. They're all the same size. They're all that big. So this is gonna be unreal. All of these are crazy calcified, but look at the crystal blades in this thing. This one especially. That's just crazy. Alrighty guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Sorry about the crazy harsh lighting. I still haven't changed any of my lights, so it's you may not even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that was an amazing hunt. Just crazy. I mean, it's a good day when you can find 1 or 2 baculites, but when you're finding them in this size range, and this kind of crystal structure on the inside, and this kind of ammolite, it's unreal. It's just absolutely insane. And the pyrite inclusions on top are just, that's just the cherry on top. It's insane. It's so freaking cool. Stay tuned, because I'll probably do a video whenever I get around to prepping the big one. And I have another really, really nice one that I've been wanting to prep for a while, but I've been saving it for its own video because it's probably gonna take a long time. So depending on how my schedule lays out, I might do both of those together. Can you tell I'm exhausted? Let me know down in the comments which one's your favorite. The big one is going to be my favorite, but for now, I think it's this pyritized ammolite. Are you kidding me? That's the coolest thing ever. Speaking of our good friend Derek, he is fundraising for his planetarium right now. All proceeds go to the expansion of the planetarium and his museum. So it counts as a charitable, tax-deductible donation. So if anyone wants to throw any amount of money whatsoever to help that out, I'll have a link down in the description. It's a very good cause that directly goes to help educate people and kids about astronomy and natural science, such as these beautiful baculites. Yeah guys, I think that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time.